So it's December 12th. Normally Bitcoin is not favorable in December. Normally it has crashes and big crashes. And this is what has been happening. There was like the fear and greed index on the 95 around all this area. Even here, everyone thinking that will explode to the all-time highs. But in the end, we were just since the top doing lower lows, lower highs, sorry, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And now we are almost a couple of hours for the daily close. And we need to close basically above the 21 moving average. And this seems, at least for now, it's still 2 hours, we can have a push up on the last minute, but it seems this is just a bearish retest, and then the market will start to become a bit more bearish on the short term, not on the long term. And after all this big move up, all the indicators are pointing down, so we need to go lower to find support to be able to go up again. Of course, the biggest support, we need to open this, I will put the weekly. As I've been seeing in the past, this is the first support, it's this week. We have also this cluster here, which is aligned with the 12 moving average on the weekly, and then we have the bottom of this big candle here, which is aligned with this area, the 14K. It's here on the 14K, and then of course we have this 11.7 more or less, 12K basically, and then here the 11.6, and then we even have the other ones, 9.6 and 10.9. So if you look at the history of Bitcoin, the 12 moving average, which is this one here, older the price, so we might just come to the 12, which is here. This is on the monthly, on the 12 and a half. So this area basically, all these areas, if we hold the 12 and the 21 here, this is all to buy. The price for sure will bounce from these areas. Not for sure, but probably statistically will bounce. And then let's see if we go to all-time highs, or if we do another lower high and then we come down. Who knows? For now, market is bullish and needs to refresh and do a higher low to go up. This is the monthly. This is the weekly, so the 12 it's here on the 15.6. It's possible that we just bounce from here, but the stronger one, it's here on the 14K with the 20 moving average and the 21 exponential. So normally the price, as we can see here in 2017, all the time holded except one time that we got a week down, but we closed above and we kept on the bull run. So everyone is waiting to buy on these two areas on the market at the moment. If on Sunday the week closes below this area, this support from this candle and this one, we will come down. If we close above and we start to grind up again here, we might push up again. Remember, like this is a 200 for big crashes, and then we have these ones for the uptrends that holds the price on the bull runs and parabolic moves. And then we have the other moving average also as support, like the 100, the 50, 89. But this is the most important one, and these two for uptrends, this one for big crashes. All work, of course. So indicators are pointing down here on the RSI and stochastic. Let's see, if everyone is trying to short the market at this precise moment, we might still have a short squeeze. So we need to wait 2 hours, 1 hour and a half for the daily close. Um, and yeah, so I'm just putting, so all the lines, if we see Bitcoin from early start, we have these trend lines, we have these ones, they all work. This one on Coinbase, we still didn't touch it, so we don't know if we come here, and this can be the top of Bitcoin. If we reach there, or we just, or we can, this might be the top, and we did a double top with Bitcoin from here. This was a double top, which is a bearish formation, and we might not touch here for a while, or never, who knows. But I think so. We will go there, but not at this moment, after these parabolic moves. But we still can have another touch. Maybe we just come here and try to push higher, or the 21 here. So, but this is a channel, as we can see. So we can touch this trend line and then go back to this long-term channel here, and then let's see what it happens. Okay, so I'll take all these lines again. So on the daily, we are trying to close above the 21. If we don't close, starts to get bearish, and we have all these areas. If we close here, the bullish momentum still can run good, because we didn't lose this week here, basically this top here, which is aligned with the 50, and we can still push with enough momentum. If we start to close below this area or this area, then I think it starts to get more bearish, and all the areas to buy, it's this area here. So basically aligned with the 200s, these two, and the 277. So these are all areas to buy, with the stop loss basically below here, and this will keep the bullish momentum, especially here and here, from 12k, 11.6 to, or 10.9 to 12k, but it can bounce before, and then let's see if we bounce there, and then, or we come just in one time there, who knows. Bitcoin is very fast when it moves. Okay, so 4 hours, we are holding the 200s, so, but the 21 is doing resistance since the top. Let's see if price can push higher the 21 in these 1 hour and 45 minutes. If we stay below, we might just come here for a short squeeze and test this resistance, and then maybe back down here to the 16, 15, maybe here to these weeks, or here, this is all support, and then reassess from there. So this is where we are. We are still holding the 200s, and we can still push higher from here, who knows. But this can be a bearish retest due to the daily, because we are below the 21, and we are now below all this massive resistance from here on the 18.6. Indicators are pointing up, so we can still have a push up, and who knows, going to all-time highs from here. If all the market is bearish, the market now starts doing short squeezes. So let's see if we manage. Otherwise, on the higher time frames, the market shows that we have to come down. Only on the low time frames, we can have like a short squeeze or something. So this is where we are. Ethereum the same. So Ethereum also, we got this hammer putting all the market bullish, and suddenly the 12 moving average also doing lower highs, and now we are holding here, but we still didn't lose the support, which is here. So who knows what's happening, but we are starting to close below these. We can have a few maybe short squeezes, or just come down straight on this weekend. Litecoin, it's holding here, the 50, basically this support from this cluster, but we are now below the 21, the 20, the 12, and this area seems better, but who knows if we just, as soon as the daily opens, we manage to squeeze higher from here, and the stop loss is below here. Although I still think we have to come to this area here, basically this 89. Here it's, I think, to this moving average, the 21 and the 20 and the 200s. I think it's later on, not yet, but who knows. The big support on Litecoin, it's here because the price went up without testing. So this is on the 41 area. This is the big support for big buys and not lose and not go bearish basically. But these are all areas to buy at the moment. With this top here as support, it's more easy to understand on the daily, on the weekly. So on the weekly, so this is an area to buy, basically this top. We have this top here, and then we have this one, 41, around 41 to 43, even 46, but 41 to 43, so we don't lose the bullish momentum and hold this uptrend. So all these is to buy. We only start to go bearish when we close below here, the 38. So until there, it's still, everything is still bullish, and the big buy can be here until here. So all these moving averages, indicators are pointing down, but we still can have another step up from the area we are on the daily. Okay, link very fast. So this is this is the weekly volatility, and we are pushing down. The support is here basically. We had this big week, but it was into resistance and we came down. So also tricking the market. This is the support, and this is the support for now. I don't have more history on Coinbase, but if we lose this, we can come down big time. Ripple, still strong, but the support, it's about patience. So basically this week, the 12, the 200s are here, the 21, and we still have the 50. All these areas are to buy here and wait for the price to come down here, and hopefully not close below here. The bearish market will be below this area, and it's still possible because with Ripple we go up and then we come down, back down big time, as we can see here. So we can come up, this might be the top, or even we can push a bit higher. But if we come down, there's still a chance that we come back down here. For now we are holding this, it's bullish, so the buys for the people who believe in Ripple, not me, but it's good to get these pumps, very easy. So the support now it's here, but the big one, it's here, basically, on this area. And no need to show more coins, it's all the same now. Back to Bitcoin. So this is the weekly. We need to close above this area. Daily, still not being able to push higher. So seems like a bearish retest. Indicators on the daily are pointing down. Still a bit neutral, but pointing down because we were on the top for ages, so we have to come down. So it's a matter of patience. And yeah, so the 200s are trying to hold. Let's see if this candle gets green and we close above the 21 or even above here. Indicators are pointing up on the low time frame, 4 hours. So let's see if it manages. The price is waiting for the daily close. So, and now 7 minutes for the hourly close. So it's trying, facing resistance. See, the buy was here on the 20 and the 21 as always. Your stop loss could be here and here if you believe that we are going up. So it's always the same with this moving average. You wait until it makes like a bullish engulfing with this candle showing strength, and then you see the previous weeks and the support, which is here. As we can see, this candle this week it's the strong support, and we had the price touching it and pushing up, and now we see the price is pushing up and trying to go past. And let's see if this is a bearish pretest. We can do a trend line like here from this top here, more or less. As we see, it's trying to pass through this channel. Needs to close above. As soon as we close above and then close with a candle like here, test support, we might push up. If not, this can be just up and then suddenly close below, and then we have a fake out. So, but this is how you trade. So we are on the 4 hours above the 200, hold it, and now we go to the 1 hour to try to find the strength, and the strength is above the 21 and the 20, and the support resistance is this area because of this candle here, this candle close, that week showing support with a hammer, and now we are already above the support, but facing big resistance, sell pressure from the top. So let's see. We might still have a short squeeze, but if we close below, we might still push up and then back down. We are in this downtrend starting. It's just doing lower highs since the top here, the double top of Bitcoin with 2017. So we are still in this trend line. So we are still, if we hold this, we can still push up with this trend line. As we can see, it comes from the past, from here, top, top, support, 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 support. But because we touch that support so many times, normally this one was the strong one, was the first test. Because of this, we went up, and then when we close above, and these ones, we push the market until here. But then it starts to lose strength as with many times. If we touch many times, it will break. And I think we will break down soon. Okay, and just a small. So dollar is trying to push up, but we are in a downtrend. We need to close also above this trend line. Very easy to spot. We can do it from here or even here. So we are facing this resistance now. Let's see if we have a short squeeze and push the price here. It's holding for now. We can do something like this, or we can do from there. We can do something like this, or we can use that one. We can use both. Something like this. This is the support, and that was the deviation. So support, candles close, tested here up, tested here up, tested here up, fake down. Everyone thought we were going down, back up, and now we are trying to do a short squeeze here, or we push down from here. So this is the dollar index. We are in a downtrend. We are trying to push at least to here, but I see the targets on this trend line or a bit below, but we already touched here. We might hold at least to try to come here or even push higher, but we are in a downtrend. I mean, we are still in an uptrend. Only downtrend will be from here, but we are pushing down. Let's see if we hold here to try to push higher. Indicators are already down, but we can still have one more push down to here, at least. We will see. Gold. So gold on the weekly, it's only the 50, but now facing big resistance on the 21, like Bitcoin. We had this fake out big time, so, and this was showing selling pressure here, and we kept on. Now we are trying to go up, but it seems like we are not facing any strength, and we will come down to test other areas. But we still, if we close above, we can push higher. Resistance is here and here now. So let's see, S&P very fast. We are still above this trend line. Basically this one here, so we are still bullish. Only if we close below. We still have this area also as support to try to push up again. But if we come down here, this will be resistance, and then we might come down to other areas. So let's see, this is the channel we are above. Let's see if we hold a few more time, or we come down to test this support. Basically this top is along with the 21 moving average. This will be a buy opportunity on the S&P. If we lose this, the 200s are here, the 277, the 50, but normally we hold the 21 and the 50 like we see here. So all these areas are to buy. And that's it. Bitcoin, just be patient. But areas to buy are here, here, here. And if this fails, all these areas fails, you get out and you try to buy on this trend line here on the 7.7, 7.6, 7.8 to here on the 200s basically, which is this area which wasn't tested on when we went up. And yeah, that's it. If we lose this, there's also this option here, but one level at a time. So for now, it's here. If we lose this, it's here or here, but I think here, and then directly to here, to this trend line, which is this cluster here, basically. More easy on the monthly, use the monthly to understand. So this candle here, we went up here without coming down to test to go up, to do this higher low and push higher. So this area is very important. It's alongside with the 50 and these trend lines. Maybe in January, who knows, or whenever. So this is an important candle here. And then we have all this support, because with this candle we went up without testing it to make the higher low, and we are waiting to make a higher low to try to push higher. So support is here, 11.7, 11.6, important one, but we will bounce, I guess, from here and from here before the 12,000 and a half. on the monthly. So basically these weeks, but this candle close, it's the most important, 11.7. And we can have a week down here to the 10.6, 10.7, which is this support here from these candles. Okay, that's it. We are facing now resistance from this channel. The bottom of the channel is this one. If we lose this trend line here and we close below, we can come here or even more down to here. Who knows with Bitcoin? So for now, we are in this channel.